Howdy, explorers.
Hey,
look what I found.
It's Alicia. I'm actually alive.
Yeah.
And we're fixing to get on the cheese wagon to go to the Hydrofest.
Hydrofest. I've got earplugs for a reason. All right, explorers, we're here. We are in beautiful Lake Guntersville. Thanks to Carl, Alicia's husband, we're in their VIP tent. So, thumbs up on that.
Thanks, Carl. Thanks, babe.
Thanks, Carl. Yeah. Yay. Unfortunately, he's not with us yet.
He's a kind man.
Yeah. We're out at the park in Guntersville. Guntersville is basically a lake town. It is a city surrounded by a lake. Technically, I guess it is is it an island or a peninsula? It is a peninsula.
Actually, looks like the state of Florida.
A peninsula that looks like the state of Florida. You know, our home away from home. So let's let you see what this looks like. All right, if you look through the tents, you can see the lake running in front of us. You can actually see in the lake that way. I don't know if you can see it all that well. Zoom in. One of the boats, we just got here in time for the first heat and watched it. Didn't record it. There, you can kind of see them. Right there. One of the boats, well, that one stalled out at the start. It never got going. So, what we've got, it's an oval-shaped course that runs this section of the lake. It's technically NASCAR on water. That way goes back towards town. That causeway right there runs from town up into the area where the hospital is in Guntersville. If you're familiar with that area, I don't know a better way to explain it. So you can kind of see the buoy for the turns right there. There's a red one out there. That's kind of the boundary. That yellow one out there is a boundary. So that's the back turn. The start is over here, and then they do an oval around, turn, come around, turn back around. And these boats are fast. These boats are like, they're technically fiberglass bodies with Apache helicopter jet engines. They're almost like a fighter jet on the water. They're basically fiberglass frames, person, engine, and fuel. That's it. And they are fast. They are very fast. 200 miles an hour. They can reach 200 miles an hour. We've had some inclement weather here lately. You can see the clouds in the background there. We've had sprinkling thunderstorms, and there's a little bit of chop to the water, but what they've done is they've limited recreation of this section of the lake. So they can't run boats, no fishing, no recreation skiing or any of that, so it keeps chopped down just a little bit. So hopefully they give them the best water they can. And this is a pretty calm area of the lake. Next race, what my plan is, I'm actually going to go hang out where that little gaggle of folks are down there and see if I can record you a good race from there. The good thing about being in the VIP tent is we have our own beverage station set up right over there. And we're right next to the food trucks.
Yes, food trucks.
Food trucks. So, you know we're going to get the food. You know we're going to try the food. And we know we'll show you the food. So, nothing really going on right now. Kind of waiting for the next race. Maybe we'll go find some food. We'll see. Oh, goodness. What is this? Florida? They have kettle corn. Yeah. Amy, are you excited? So far, we found the most important tent here. Bug spray for them legs. All right, guys, we're getting ready for another heat.
There's heat coming. There's heat. The heat is coming.
So we are actually closer to the action this time.
Yeah, here we go.
And here they come. And they slow coming into that turn at the yellow buoy. These are the faster boats. These are the ones that have the Apache engines in them. You can hear them when they go by. They sound more like a jet plane.
Wow.
Hear it winding up. basically what they do is this: is they come out and they run the course, get the feel of the water, get the feel of the boat on the water, and then they fight for lane position. Yep, now they're going to start speeding up because the start of the race is coming. Here it comes. Look at that. Y'all can't tell that. That was 3 boats. You only saw 2. There was one on the inside. There.
On the outside, Jimmy Shea. Now we're going to square around and run down the backstretch. Tate on the inside. Got the shoulder on the
Remember, guys, this is a 2.5 mile course. Amy just asked, do they have whoppers? So here they come again. Absolutely screaming. Look at that. I told you, these things are like mini jet fighters that just fly across the water. And this is just qualifying. These aren't these boats giving 110%. This is just qualifying. They should be coming. That's 2 boats. I don't know if you can see that second one. It's white and yellow. Alicia. Give you a reference of distance, that's probably about, I don't know, what's that, 50 yards from shore? Yeah, maybe 50 yards from shore. That's, yeah, they actually had to move the buoys back. It was actually a lot closer to shore, and the officials told them that they had to move it back. They wouldn't race it that close. That one won it. You can hear him kind of winding it down a little bit. All right, so we're getting hungry here. Rock House is actually a local cafe here in Guntersville, and it has really good food. So I'm waiting in line here. Amy, got some kettle corn.
Salted caramel.
Salted caramel? That's right up our alley. How much was it?
$6.
$6.
It's a medium bag.
It's a medium bag.
Can you imagine a large?
That's a lot of popcorn. Here's kind of our options here. I'm probably gonna go for a rock store. You getting the BLT?
Yeah.
Okay. Alrighty. Food truck food. Called this a rock star. It's basically a steak sandwich. Amy, what'd you get?
PBLT.
PBLT. Pimento. Bacon, lettuce, and potato. That's good.
They're
kettle corn.
Running late.
Salted caramel.
Ooh, that's good. Ooh.
They're like downwind from it. It smells good.
Oh, yeah.
Says, come to me, come to me.
Yes.
Pretty good.
Strategic.
Walkway.
We traded sandwiches. How is it? It's good. I'm gonna eat this PBLT. It looks pretty good.
It's homemade pimento cheese too.
It is homemade.
It's homemade.
Is it good?
Mm-hmm.
I'll see. Gadsden. One of the guys in those boats is from Gadsden, Alabama, which is just a short drive away from here.
It is in 2-8, and now they're almost dead even as they come to the exit pin. Cal's pulled up alongside Andrew to the exit pin. It is Calvin, and now there's the acceleration on a Tate, but he's not moving away very far. Right there, I think that 27's got more pounds shot. Up the backstretch to the front, maybe.
All right, one of the things I forgot to mention is we got two different types of boats racing today. We've got Grand Prix and hydroplanes, H1 boats. The last race that we saw was a hydro, and this one's a hydro. These, the hydros, the H1 boats, are your faster boats. These are the ones that can do up to 200, above 200 miles an hour. Grand Prix, a little bit slower, a lot louder. After this race, we have a Grand Prix race. So what we're doing here is we're getting the heat ready. The boats run the course, they count it down, and as soon as it hits 0, they drop the hammer and go, just like this. Boat has been fast all day. Whew. Those boats are absolutely flying. I've been in a bass boat before, running 75-ish on the water before. Been on a jet ski doing probably 60, 65 before. But that's a whole nother level. That is insane. Fast. The next ones up are the Grand Prix. A lot louder. I don't think I've filmed them yet. We'll get those. Oh wait. Boats. Yeah, sorry. Grand Prix final. 5 boats. Gonna get loud. I don't know. The bad thing about being down here on the shore is you can't tell when they actually start the race. Hey guys, Alex from the future here. You know what? I just realized that I never outroed the video from Hydrofest. Getting bad at that. So let's do a quick little outro. It was a fun event. Really enjoyed it. And I think I kind of got caught up in the event. I've always been a first-hand observer, and that's one of the things that I've been trying to, I don't know, get better at, I guess. And not only that with taking video, it's taking pictures too. So I have a nice camera now. I got the G7X, and it takes really great stills, and it has some really cool functions to take some cool pictures. And I really don't take advantage of that. And I've never been a picture person, and I've never been a video person. So it's kind of one of my things to help me be better at that kind of thing. So I've always been one of those people that likes to experience things firsthand. Not saying that's a bad thing. I love doing that, especially first time doing something. I usually like to experience it first and then take the picture or then take the video or that kind of thing. But there's a lot of things that we experience firsthand and we only experience it once. And so a lot of times we don't get to record or take pictures of that memory. So that's something I'm going to start working on. So I didn't do a very good job of vlogging or recording Hydrofest. It's kind of one of those things hard to record and hard to vlog, to be honest with you. Because, you know, you spend 30, 45 minutes waiting on a race to run, and then they run the race, and, you know, it's hard to catch the whole thing. You just catch them when they go by you.
And to be honest with you, if you don't know what's going on, it probably looks kind of boring other than, hey, look at that boat going really fast, which, you know, that's cool to me. It was a really great event. I was really happy they finally got the weather to break for the last day on Sunday. It allowed them to run the race and you know, get some people out there and sell some tickets and that kind of thing. Because it's a really big deal for the city of Guntersville. They put a lot of money to bring that back to them. They hadn't had hydroplane racing since 1968 or 69, I believe. If you know better, correct me in the comments. All of them sounded very hopeful to bring it back maybe next year. So if you're a speed enthusiast or anything, you know, racing, speed, water sports, an enthusiast for that, check it out. Guntersville is a very beautiful town. They've got a lot of stuff to do. They've got some really great restaurants. They have a brewery now. All kinds of stuff to do there. And just a short hop away from Huntsville, less than an hour from Huntsville. And you can go there and go see the Space Center, and there's a lot. There's a brewery in Huntsville too, maybe more. I know there's a distillery there too that does whiskey. You know, it's more about Guntersville. It's a lake town. It's a peninsula. There's water sports. There's skiing. There's you can hire a guide to go bass fishing, and it's one of the best bass fishing lakes in the country, actually. They have a lot of Bassmasters tournaments, FLW tournaments, all those. They have a lot of tournaments there. So, you know, if they're going to have it again, I'm definitely going to recommend you go. I'll probably post more about it on Twitter if I see it again, because I'm already planning, if they do it again, we're going to go back, because I enjoyed it. I thought it was really cool. Kind of look for the stuff on their YouTube channel. I've posted a few links on the Twitter just of some of the in-cockpit stuff that they did. It's really cool to see it from that view, and it shows you their speedometer and on the GPS where they're going and all that. So if you haven't seen that, if you follow me on Twitter, my handle is KingRichard256. Every once in a while we retweet something from the actual page for the channel, which is Explore the 256 on Twitter. I think I'm a little bit more active just on my personal one, so if you want to follow that one, I'm sure if I see something from them, I'm going to post it, or I'm going to post it on the Facebook page for A&E's Adventures. So it's a great experience. I hope they bring it back. I really do. It's fun, and if they do, I really hope more people show up, and I hope you come too. You know, if you enjoyed it, if you think it's something cool you'd like to see, just leave me a comment below about it. Otherwise, we'll catch you on the next adventure.